Welcome to the Generosity Challenge. This is day one. As promised all this week, we're going to be looking at those days that preceded the cross. The days where Jesus was heading to Jerusalem through the triumphal entry and into the Passover feast that all had come to Jerusalem for. Just ahead of them entering into Jerusalem, they had a stop in Jericho. And as they came into Jericho, I want you to get this picture. There was this huge crowd of people that you could imagine like a parade was getting ready to happen. And they were thronged along the streets on each side of the street as Jesus and his disciples were walking through. There was a little man by the name of Zacchaeus, and Zacchaeus was known for his short height. And so Zacchaeus, realizing he wanted to see this one that was being talked about everywhere that he went, he decided to climb up into a fig tree, or maybe a sycamore tree, as some translations call it. And so he climbs up in this tree to get a look at Jesus. And here's what happens. Jesus gets right to the tree where Zacchaeus is, and he stops. He stops in the middle of everything. And he looks up and he says, Zacchaeus, come down. I'm getting ready to go to your house. I'm going to have dinner with you. Now, the amazing thing about that is the fact that Zacchaeus was a tax collector, a hated person in that culture. And yet Jesus took time to stop, call him out by name, and say, I want to spend time with you. When was the last time that you took time for somebody you didn't even really know, or somebody who you didn't really like that much? Or when was the last time that you took time out to do something for someone that you thought they really don't deserve it? You see, the life of Jesus was so generous that he stopped what he was doing. He looked up, he said, Zacchaeus, come down. I'm going to your house and we're going to have dinner. And so Zacchaeus comes down and they go to the house, and Zacchaeus is just so blown away by the generosity of Jesus that Zacchaeus' heart changes. It changes to the point where he says, I'm going to give half of everything that I own, half of my possessions. I'm going to turn it over to the poor. And in fact, if I've cheated anyone, and as a tax collector, I imagine there were a lot of people that Zacchaeus had cheated. He said, if I've cheated anyone, I'm going to pay them back 4 times what I cheated them out of. Now that's generosity. Remember this week as you go forward, as you look at that passage in Luke 19 and you think about what Jesus did, ask God the question that we're asking each day this week. God, what do I have in my possession that belongs to you that I can use to show somebody your love? And to make sure you engage in what God has shown you. God bless you. Have a great day. I'll talk to you on day 2.